All right, Mitch, bring us in.
Dude, I hate it when you play this game with me. I'm so fucking nervous right now.
Are you hungover?
Oh, so hungover.
You haven't been on the pod for a long time. We all haven't been on the pod for a long time. It's been almost a year.
I know, and I completely fucked off last night, too. Like, I was like, I know I have a podcast
You're
tomorrow.
out of it.
My better idea, dude, is to like drink till 2 a.m. and then feel like shit, show up an hour late. Like,
Dude, it's like we never left.
I know. Nothing's changed.
You're
dude.
right back in.
Nothing's changed at all. You haven't missed shit, dude.
All right, gun to your head. You have to deliver the most explosive intro that you've ever given.
Dude,
3, 2, 1, gun cocked.
Welcome back to another episode on Tap with the Boys. Boys, it has been
I like
9
the
months,
energy.
8 months.
It's been a long
year.
time.
It's been forever. I feel like I haven't even seen you guys in forever, let alone
Yeah.
sat behind a camera. I'm so fucking scared right now.
Yeah, this is weird. We've only even been in this office a handful of times since then.
Yeah. I mean, I came in here on like Christmas by myself because my dad told me the wrong time to show up my grandparents.
Oh,
so.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable, man. I mean, it's crazy how you go into, for years, we have seen each other at least once a week, been there to record, and it's like, I was talking to Cody today, and we were catching up like old friends, you know? Like,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
just crazy.
I know I'm just so busy now, 2 kids, bills. There's just too much shit going on.
And like the
now
least-
we're back up and ripping. This is an excuse to be back on a regular scheduled hangout,
Yeah.
which is the original intent of this.
Is it like super cringy and a little bit weird for me to say that? Like, I feel like a part of my life is missing when you guys aren't here. The
No,
last
it's
8 months,
very
like
heartwarming.
something's been missing in my
Dude,
my
it
soul,
was
dude.
weird, man. Like, it got to the point when we first quit doing it, it was like, do I even want to do this anymore? Like, it started to almost feel like a nuisance, and then it got to the point where it like started fucking me up. Like, I'd think about it all day, every day. People would be messaging us, and it would kill me every time. I couldn't even respond to people. So it feels good to be back, boys.
Dude,
It's
honestly,
nice seeing the bros.
I've been being so shitty. Like, people ask me about it now, and I'm so sick of answering the question that I'm just like a fucking dick. And someone will be like,
I don't
why aren't
know.
you guys shooting the podcast anymore? Like, because we haven't been fucking shooting it, dude. I don't know.
You
I
start
haven't
getting
been around.
snappy with them.
Yeah, literally, just like an asshole. And they're like, oh, geez.
That's funny. Well, now you don't have to answer any more of those questions because we're back. Mitch, catch us up. How have you been, dude?
Brother, I've been, honestly, dude, as boring as possible. Like, I've literally
feel
just
that.
been, I worked like solid from June to like the end of September. Like
Richie
7 days a
Mitchie
week.
been on
just-
that grind, baby.
Dude, I wish I had something to show for it. I don't have shit.
Really?
Yeah, I bought
You
a
got this sweet puffer vest on.
Yeah, dude. I bought it at a discount. It's on the clearance rack.
Well, that's always good. You're stacking cash. You're working. You just got back from snowmobiling.
Yeah, I went on a little
Big ripper
snowmobiling
guy.
trip. That was a good time.
Big ripper guy
I
now.
thought I totaled my sled. Didn't total my sled. That was cool.
Oh, live and learn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Make sure your O2 sensor's plugged in.
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude.
Call it a day.
Checks and balances, dude. Pay attention.
Yeah. I really don't have anything going on. I just got back from a cruise. Just buried my family pet this morning.
Dude,
what
what a way to start.
Yeah, what a wild turn of events. On my kid's second birthday, someone hit my dog and killed it on the side of the road right in front of our house.
Dude, you dropped this news on us in the group chat like just as blatantly as you did it, and I like didn't know how to respond. I was like, I don't know if I'm like supposed to be like
I don't even know
super
why
sorry.
I don't even know why I did that.
Yeah, you were just like
That was my way of coping.
You seem so nonchalant about it too. You were like, dude, I gotta deal with this now. And I'm like, deal with it, dude. Like mentally or like it seemed like you were more mad that you had to bury the dog than you were that the dog died.
No, I definitely was upset that the dog died. It was a good dog.
Yeah, he was almost like serial killer happy about it. Like, yeah, I get to hold this dead dog.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was
Yeah,
a
that
little
was a
messed
whole
up.
ordeal. I mean, like
Dude, that
digging a 4-foot hole through, 4 feet of frozen clay is not ideal at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's just. I feel like you should be a little bit more emotionally hurt than you are about digging this hole.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am. I think I just, I got a little bit of the tism. I think I just process
Yeah.
emotions. A
Yeah.
little bit
Plus,
different,
you gotta seem like a tough man too.
Yeah, that's a
You gotta
good
be
point.
strong.
well, and there's
Gotta
nothing worse than when it's like the day you wake up knowing you have to go to a funeral, or like waking up knowing you have to bury your dog first thing in the morning. Like, dude, there's nothing worse than when your eyes open. It's the first thing, like, get to go bury the dog today.
Oh my God.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. What a task to wake up to have to do, That was tough. Well, it was even tougher too. Is like our 2-year-old now is like he's talking, and last night he's like, Baxter doing like, what is Baxter doing?
Oh fuck.
Why is he not here? I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, now you got to teach him.
I don't
about
like
death.
that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not saying a word.
You just got to throw on an All Dogs Go to Heaven and let them figure it out.
I've never actually watched that movie.
I saw it when our first dog died, dude.
Oh my god.
My parents were strategic on it.
Yeah, it's really strange for me. Like, I'll cry at Ghostbusters, but I just don't shed a tear when something real happens. It's
What's
weird.
your long-term plan for what, like, how are you going to tell Lincoln that? Are you going to tell him it's dead, or are you going to tell him like you sent
No,
it
I'm
to
not
a farm
saying a
somewhere? Or are you
word.
just going to hope he forgets about it?
Yeah,
or-
he's gonna forget about it, no doubt.
Oh.
I give him a week, dude, and the dog's gone from his mind. Like,
Oh, dude, that's so messed up that you can do that to kids.
Well, he's young enough. I mean,
I
if he
know,
was
but you
older,
just-
you definitely couldn't just let it pass.
It's
you
messed
know?
up that you can just trick him like that, though, dude, and be like, oh, he'll forget.
dude, I
That
wouldn't
is
have even
crazy.
celebrated his birthday.
Sometimes if I don't want him to like watch TV or like, you know, something, you know, if you just kind of like shiny ball, he just forgets about whatever he was doing anyways. He's
That's crazy,
he's
dude.
that young right now where you can just kind of distract him with
Being
something
a
else.
parent's got to be wild.
Oh, dude, it's insane. It's insane.
What's it like having 2 diapers to change consistently? Like, is it a load on your daily chores? Like, did it stack
No.
up on you?
No, it's pretty easy.
You got to be pretty
honestly.
good at it
Oh,
now.
I'm fast.
You ever
I'm
get
really
pissed
fast.
on or anything crazy?
Oh, Cameron,
Right in the
yeah, for
mouth.
sure. Yeah, the youngest one. He's only 6 months old right now. He doesn't anymore, but like right away, initially when they're first born, and you're like the first like month or two, every single time you change them, you gotta like put a wipe on them while the diaper's off, because like that fresh air like hitting them, they'll just let it rip,
Dude,
and they'll just start pissing everywhere.
is that where like boys get the urge for the rest of their life to piss outside is because of that?
Probably, yeah. A little fresh air hits it, and then boom, you gotta go.
There's no better piss than an outdoor piss.
Dude,
If
I'm
I can
with it.
avoid a toilet, I'm gonna every time.
I honestly, in the summertime, I'll go on the back deck instead of going to the
Yes!
bathroom.
Yeah,
I'm-
thank you. I
It's
thought I was
like-
weird for doing
Does,
that, dude.
does Taylor think that's odd? Like,
Oh,
is
yeah,
she like,
definitely.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
Cody.
she gets pissed because there's well, the only way on my back deck that's convenient for me that I'm not okay. My one side of my deck, I'm facing the road. The other side of the deck faces all of Lincoln's toys that are on the ground. So I just kind of like aim off to the side, but it's relatively close to like this little playhouse that he has, you know. So she gets mad about that, but
Dude, I'm so glad you brought this up, Mitch, because on Christmas, so me and my sister don't live at home, but we came home Christmas morning, did presents, whatever. Everybody gets in the car, we go to Christmas. When we got back, I immediately went to the piss spot at my parents' house right around the corner,
Yeah.
took a piss just like I have since I was a child. And my sister's like, what the fuck? We're literally about to go inside. And I was like thinking, like, who the fuck are you shaming me for an outdoor piss? And then
Yeah,
my
especially
dad,
when you got a good spot too,
oh, dude,
like
it's the
a spot
best.
that like brings back a memory for you.
there's like a spot depressed into the ground.
Yeah,
there.
Bro, I'm telling you, it is a chunk of dirt, and it's just dirt, no grass, hasn't been there for 15 years, and it's yeah. My dad, I remember him teaching me like this is the piss spot, and
Dude, there's probably like 3 generations of Chris pissed right there. Like,
dude, I mean, I'm over 1,000 pisses in this spot, and my dad. So my sister's yelling at me, and my dad comes around the corner, and he's like, "What's the big deal?" He pissed right in the piss spot. And she's like, "You guys have a piss spot?" And it's like, oh my God,
gonna
you
ha-
don't understand.
When Lincoln starts getting old enough to where he knows to like pull down his pants and just let it rip outside, I'm gonna maybe put a little ticker, a little tracker on the side of the porch, and just like, hey, every time you
dude,
come
that'd
out
make
here,
a great TikTok.
we just tap the thing, and then we know the stats for the piss spot.
You should give him 10 cents for saving you a little water every time.
Yeah,
That's a good point. We have a well, so we don't
And-
pay for water. But
Fair, but an unneeded flood. You have a lot of well problems. You have a pretty
Yeah.
dry well.
that's wear and tear on the toilet handle.
Dude,
That's
100
good,
point.
you
Like
know?
you should probably get him on a system where he only knows you're allowed to piss outside.
no,
That's
definitely
true,
not.
dude.
That's
His
gonna bite
mom
me
will
in the
never
ass.
yell at him about pissing on the seat.
No, that's gonna bite
That
me
was a
in the
big
ass.
fight in my childhood.
Oh my
dude.
god.
No, because there's a fine line of teaching kids when it is acceptable and when it is not. Because I've definitely been in public scenarios where some little kids just letting it rip, pants around the ankles, butt out, or even just like facing everyone.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
can't be doing that in the 2020s, dude. someone's looking at that and not laughing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Someone's looking at that and going to prison.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Dude, I remember in preschool there was a kid that would drop his drawers all the way to his ankles at the urinal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even in preschool, we were all like, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?"
Dude, we had a kid that did that in kindergarten, and we called him Butt Boy for like 3 years.
That's how you get these mean nicknames to you as a kid too. You do you do things like that at a non-socially accepted time.
Dude, you know what the best part is if you do that as an adult, it's a comedy routine.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the funniest thing you can do.
It is funny.
The funniest thing you can do is drop trow to ankle at the bar.
Yeah.
With there's like 8 guys in there pissing.
Yeah.
There's nothing funnier.
It is funny. It always hits every single time.
Yeah.
I completely agree, but this brings me into another thing my dumb high brain has been thinking about is like, why do some guys think gay jokes are hilarious and some guys are so off put from them? Because like if somebody dropped trow right in front of me in the stall, I would lose it, dude. It'd be so fucking funny. But I got buddies they would probably cut that guy off. That's so fucking disgusting.
I think a lot of it has to do with like your own comfortability, you know? Like if you got maybe a little bit of gay in you, you wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I could see Bean Boy getting pretty pissed off about someone like doing some gay shit like that.
I could
Dude,
see
he
him doing
does
it.
do it.
I
He
could
would.
see him
Oh.
doing it and then getting mad about someone else doing it.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's just not very courteous.
Dude, it's crazy. There's just such a spectrum of what some straight guys are willing to do on the gay spectrum and just walk away like it never happened.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude,
I think gay jokes at the boys just keep the night entertaining no matter what. Like, there's nothing funnier than like me very homoerotically flirting with my buddy in front of his girlfriend. I don't think there's anything funnier than that.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if they're uncomfortable about it.
Yeah, the girlfriends
Yo,
hate it.
That
That's
makes
what makes
it
it
funnier.
good.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funnier if the girlfriend thinks it's funny, but they don't. Because then you're both kind of like in on the
Oh.
joke and he's not.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
100%. Because as soon as I know a friend of mine is uncomfortable with those types of jokes, I'm going to use it to the fullest
Yeah,
ability.
you're stepping
I
on the
can.
gas at
I'm
that
gonna
point.
terrorize them. I'm going to even give them a little hand hit, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
grab him on the thigh.
oh, yeah, dude, there's nothing like being gay with the boys.
I've actually I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on this show before, but I think that I'm trying to think of a way to explain this. That there's not much difference between some gay guys and just being super horny. Like I think that there's certain guys out there that they're not necessarily gay. They're just willing to have sex with anyone that's willing to have sex with them. And I think for a lot of guys, it's easier to sleep with another guy than it would be to sleep with a woman.
Really?
Does that make sense?
I think I get what you're saying, but I think it's a crazy accusation.
There's just, I mean, think of how
I don't
many,
disagree,
think of how
though.
many guys that have slept with women that kind of look like guys that you're just like, really?
Well, to back you up, I knew a guy in high school. He was a couple years older than me who, like, he could get as much pussy as he wanted. And then he would brag to you about how he convinced the gay kid at our school to suck his dick and smoke him up.
I remember you telling me this,
And
actually. I
it's
know who you're
like,
talking about.
Dude, it's like you would like, yeah, he sucked my dick and smoked me up. We're like, what the fuck? You can't even call him gay 'cause he just fucked like 3 chicks, you know? So it's like, fuck.
What?
That's what I'm talking
Yo,
about.
this is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard in my
Dude,
life. Dude,
it's
how have I not heard about this?
Sexual fluidity, man, is fluidity. Yeah, that's what I would call it.
Yeah, I think they just like to get their rocks off, and it doesn't matter who it is.
It's like The Rock or like Brad Pitt. You know, they could have fucked anybody they wanted, and that's when they're like, I'd go for some ass.
Are they
some
gay?
male ass. Are you kidding me, dude?
The Rock and
I don't know
Brad
it
Pitt?
confirmed, but it's
More than likely, dude.
it's a pretty
Really?
high-end A-listers. They
Oh.
go gay, bro.
Diddy parties.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this whole Diddy thing. Like, I don't know that. Do you think them guys are all just gay, or do you think they're just like had everything that you can have? Might as well switch it up.
It's like a power thing. You know, it's like, well, I've seen every shade of nipple. Might as well get some cock.
That's good advice.
Seriously, dude. See, I don't clean up enough. I'm still straight man to the prime, you know. I'm got my snout down ready to go for it. That's why I'll never be gay.
Do you think you're not like, wait, what do you mean? You're not You're saying?
Are you saying
you're not
saying,
you don't
no,
groom enough to be with guys?
I
Is
think
that
what
you-
Sam's saying is he doesn't get enough pussy to want to suck a dick.
Exactly. I don't
Oh,
get
I
enough
see, I
pussy.
see, I
I'm
see.
still going for it. You know, I haven't even achieved ultimate pussy. Once you get there, it's like might as well just suck a dick.
Dude, this might be one of the wildest tangents we've ever been on. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah. I don't know if I get where I understand like how you're coming to that conclusion, but I don't think I agree with it.
No. How do you think it works? You think you
I
just
think maybe
never
you
get
just
sick
need
of
to-
pussy?
No, maybe you just need to try a guy just to see.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Dude, I think it might be a bad idea.
Yeah, so anyways, we're gonna end this short. Just kidding.
Dude, Sam, what have you been up to? We went through what me and Cody been up
Are you
to.
trying to get off of this topic here, man?
Yeah, I'm done with this topic. Guys. It's making me uncomfortable, dude. I might be a little bit gay. I'm not sure.
Well, dude, lately I was just telling Cody this earlier. I've been on such a Harry Potter kick, and I've finally accepted how much of a loser I am about Harry Potter because I'm actually obsessed with it. Like, I will go through my day, like something will remind me of something Dumbledore did in the sixth movie Half-Blood Prince, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's like Harry Potter. And then like I'll like tell my friends like, oh yeah, Harry Potter, and they're all like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And-
dude, that's like straight up. I don't even think I've seen a Harry Potter movie.
Oh, dude, I played the whole Hogwarts Legacy game and then watched every movie within a 2-week span.
I've
Like,
seen the first 4 movies for sure. None
What?
of the other ones.
See, that's another thing, dude. I realize how much of a loser a Potterhead I am
Pothead.
because when somebody like I asked my buddy Scrat, I'm like, "You like Harry Potter?" He's like, "Fuck no." Like, you ever seen him? No. That shit enrages me, dude. People put disrespect on the Harry Potter.
You ever thought about tying him up in an office chair, like duct taping him down, eyes pinned open, and just forcing him to watch all 8 movies or however many there are in a row?
You know, I don't hate the idea, but I want him to have the same love as I do. But yeah, besides Harry Potter, I've just been I've been closing deals and fucking banging puss. That's about it, dude.
Oh, dude.
I still live with
The
my wife,
huge-
Scrat.
The
The
huge.
huge. Just after the huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing
Nothing's
changed for me,
changed.
pal.
Studio's a little bit cleaned up. We got rid of the bottles. We're changing the vibe in here a little bit. We still have a couple of beers today just to take the edge off, just to kind of chill. But we're kind of switching things up a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if we maybe even change her up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, the bottles. It's a nice collection. It led to a good like, hey, let's take a shot. But dude, I've been a fucking loser, man. A beer a day is crazy for me. Like
Yeah.
this whole weekend. It's Sunday when we're recording this. I did nothing, and that is foreign to me, dude. I used to be like I had crazy FOMO, and now I've been so on the money grind that like I can't even get myself to go out anymore.
I feel that.
Dude, I'm honestly the complete opposite right now. I feel like I'm in fucking high school again.
You're just
I
booze hounded.
started hanging out with some kids like around my area now. Like that was the problem when I moved to this house in Stacy, is I was just so far from more that I'm like, I'm not gonna drive.
You're an
45
adult now.
minutes
You
to go
can't be
drink
hanging out
beer.
with kids, man.
Well, dude, they're the same age as me. But so yeah, we just absolutely fucking rip it up every weekend. Like I'm just a fucking degenerate 18.
That's fun though. Honestly, do it while you can.
Yeah.
Do it while you can. You
Yeah,
got no
don't- that's such
kids. You
old
got
guy
no
advice, dude.
wife. Rip it up, dude.
Well, not to
Spend it
mention-
all.
How many you were out of town for 3 months straight, 4 months? Like,
Yeah.
You earned it.
Yeah, it was a pretty brutal fucking summer. So
what was the road like? Were you letting her rip on the road, or were you pretty?
I mean, we were drinking every night, but it wasn't like it
Sleeping in
used to be.
hammocks on the truck and shit.
That was in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, dude. Let's go through the storm, man. Because
Florida was a good time. So I was actually pretty pissed. I didn't get to go to the Carolinas because you know how there was like 2 pretty bad ones right in a row. So like 80% of our company goes to the Carolinas, and I'm like one of the few guys that don't get the invite. So I'm fucking pissed off about it. And we're whining, and then sure as shit, Florida's about to get smacked. So we like load up, go down there, and partied on for a couple weeks. It was a good time. I mean, it was just we were staying in like what they call man camps. which is like they just pull in a bunch of semi-trailers with bunk beds in them, and then you got to sleep in there with like 30 other old farting men. I'm like,
Jesus.
I just have no fucking
What do those
interest in
things
doing
smell
that.
like?
Dude, actually, those ones weren't the worst ones I've ever seen. They're like at least air conditioned and shit like that, and they give you nice bedding and
Well, that's
whatever
nice.
else, but still just not my vibe. Like I like to sleep alone. And like that's another big thing with Storm is you're always with someone for like 24 hours a day constantly, so like you don't get alone time. And I just need a little bit of that. So I bought a hammock at fucking Bussy's and I strung her up in the back of my truck and I just slept under the stars every night because I was
That
in
sounds
Florida
so
and it was
awesome.
70 degrees out and I didn't care.
That sounds awesome.
was
You ever
great.
get any lizards on you?
No, it rained the one night. I had a dirt tarp. I threw it over the boom like a little tent.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it was fucking good to go, dude.
That sounds awesome.
It was like camping.
Very peaceful.
Yeah, it was great.
It's like you're in a tent. Yeah, that's a great idea, honestly. What do you guys eat when you're out doing that? You like
Yeah, so
because you're working long hours.
in those man camps, they serve us 3 meals.
Oh,
So,
no shit.
Yeah, so you
dang.
wake up, everyone goes to breakfast, and then they have like cold lunches that you
What?
can grab. And
you go to like a chow hall, like they have a trailer.
yeah, they set up this massive tent with just a million fucking tables and chairs, and you just go
Damn.
through like the high school cafeteria, and they just load up your little fucking tray. And
Oh, that's crazy. How many guys are in these camps?
I bet that one had probably 7,000-8,000 guys in it.
Dang,
Something like that.
I did
It
not
was
realize
big,
it was
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it was actually the Florida State Fairgrounds is where that one was.
Wow,
And then they had another one set up at the Buccaneers Stadium, and
that's insane.
they had one set up at the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium too. And then the hurricane hit and it ripped the ceiling off the Tampa Bay Rays
Holy
Stadium.
fuck.
Whoa.
So
Are there a lot of chick linemen?
no,
Because I feel like chicks that there's not
more
a lot
there's
of them
more
that-
chick tree trimmers than there is linemen. So like
Sure.
when in these man camps, it's not just linemen. It's a lot of tree trimmers, a lot of linemen, and then there's like some storm cleanup guys, like guys who just do like haul trash basically.
I remember there was something going on where like they were telling linemen to skip the houses with the Trump signs out there. Did you ever hear anything about that?
No, I didn't hear
That was a
anything
big
about that.
deal, dude.
Dude, we worked in the hood the whole time I was there. I mean, like the fucking greasy outskirts of Tampa fucking hood.
Was there ever any like security problems, any safety issues?
No, not on Storm, dude. That happened in Houston last year where people were getting all rowdy, but like usually when you show up, they're just happy to see you.
Yeah,
It's like the best time to go there because like they've been on
'Cause
fire
they're-
for a week and
yeah.
I'm here to fucking fix it. Like,
you're the savior.
yeah. Dude, also, I found out a little life hack. One of my linemen taught me if you give crackheads cold water, they'll be your best friend. They won't fuck with you if you just give them
Really?
cold water bottles. Think about the last time a fucking homeless dude had a cold water bottle.
That's,
That's
a
a
good point.
fucking good
Yeah,
point.
in
Especially
Florida,
in
dude.
Florida,
Yeah.
dude.
They'll be your best fucking friend.
That's a cheap offering.
They're
too.
always just like, dude, you guys got the coldest water on earth. I fucking love you guys.
But they don't keep coming back?
No.
Huh.
No, they pretty much leave you alone after you
Wow.
toss them a water bottle. They just mosey on down.
That's a good hack.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a little thing called Magic Mind, where this thing is going to give you focus, clarity, sharp mind, less stress, clean energy. What you do is you just take one of these little shots right away in the morning, and what it gives you is time-released caffeine. It gives you all-day energy, less stress, gives you the good stuff for your gut, all the good stuff, okay? And now they also just came out with this Magic Mind sleep product, because caffeine without sleep, it's just not good. So if you want to be productive, if you want to be awake, if you want to feel good when you wake up, if you want to get rid of those shitty energy drinks, then you got to get on this Magic Mind stuff. So here's the deal. We're running 45% off with the Magic Mind bundle with my link. It's going to be in the description here. You can go to magicmind.com and use our code ONTAPJAN for 45% off. That's huge. 45%. Look at it. ONTAPJAN. Use that code. Save 45%. all the fires going on in LA. Have you guys seen anything about that right now?
Yeah, dude. I saw like all these insurance companies are canceling their coverage on these people that live where the main fires are, and like this little conspiracy that I've been getting into. But a lot of these houses that are burning down are people that are involved in the Diddy case, and they're not doing anything to stop them. People are starting to say it might be covering up some evidence.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw photos of like entire neighborhoods thousands of houses completely leveled.
Yeah.
It is
Like
crazy
$5 million
out
houses
there.
too. Like
No-
LA is like you can't even get a house for less than $1 million, and it's just
No water in the
Flat.
fire hydrants. The Hollywood sign burnt down. Like that place is trash now.
yeah. I don't understand.
is
what
gone.
The fuck. I don't know how they fucked
It
that
changed.
up that bad.
It's changed forever.
Well, I was just listening to the Joe Rogan Mel Gibson episode, and Mel Gibson was talking about. He's like, yeah, right before this, I called my son, asked how it's going, and he said all of our houses are gone. He's like, I'm watching your house get burnt right now.
Wow.
It's like, holy.
I
That
watched
sucks.
I watched like a GoPro live stream of a dude ripping around the streets on a dirt bike, and he had like a GoPro on his helmet. I mean, it looks like you're in a third world country. It looks like a bomb just went off, and there's houses, like I said, completely to the ground, and it's just smoldering. I mean, I can't imagine what the air quality is like ripping around in there.
Yeah,
right
dude.
now.
It's like, how do you even start? Where do you even start? You know, like I'm surprised we haven't got called out there to go fucking start working on power lines already.
I watched a video this morning of firefighters just going house to house, shutting off open, like
Yeah.
I'm assuming gas lines. You know, it's just like a fire, just and they just go up and use this long tool and shut off
it
the
off.
pipe or close it off, or I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, they're just going house to house. But there's thousands of these houses that are just leveled.
It's like George Floyd all over again.
Just except it's not Minneapolis.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
LA is probably like 10 times the size because it's like so many. I mean, the population density in that area is insane. You know, it's probably, like I said, like 10 times the size of Minneapolis.
Dude, the craziest part is like, what do you even? Where do they go?
What does
right?
Skid Row look
How
like?
many
right now?
how many fucking houses just burnt? And it's not like you can go get a fucking hotel because the hotels are probably fucking burnt. Like LA is just
Not
flat.
just the
Like, they
hotels,
can't
but
do anything.
hospitals. Like they
Yeah.
don't like. You can't go anywhere. You got to just leave.
Like a lot of
But
them
how do you leave?
motherfuckers probably do own other houses like in different states, but at the same time,
I don't
it's
know. I don't think so.
like, really?
No, I would say the majority of people, like the regular person, like the non-celebrities, that's like their only house, and you know it's so expensive to live there. Like they probably don't have anything else.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I don't know where the fires are exactly, but imagine it takes out Compton. Like these, what the fuck are they gonna do?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about Skid Row. Like, have you guys ever heard about Skid Row?
Yeah.
It's basically like picture a town like 5 times the size of Pine City, maybe a little bit smaller. That is all just one huge homeless camp, basically. Cardboard boxes, wood huts, you know, like whatever people are building their houses out of to get by. Like there's, I think, zero chance that thing didn't light up.
How many people have died?
I don't
Is
even
there any
know.
statistic? on
I'll
that,
look
dude?
it up.
Look it up.
I'll look it
because,
up.
Like you think about that, like I'm sure they just told everyone to evacuate the city. How many of them people probably don't even have the means to get out of the city? Like they just have been in LA for years and years and like have no reason to leave.
Oh wow, a lot lower than I thought it would be. As of 1 hour ago, 16 dead and 16 missing.
Bro, that's still
not bad.
crazy.
I mean, that's
for-
not really that bad
for
for a natural
fires.
disaster, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure they had a little bit of a heads up.
And now keep in
Yeah.
mind too, like this is still very new. That's only, 16 missing. That's only if people call and say, I can't find this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like imagine how many people don't have any relatives.
Yeah. How many people aren't being looked for?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a homeless person and your family doesn't know where you are anyways, like they're
Yeah.
not going to know if you died in the fire. It's probably way higher than that, honestly. It's insane. The
I don't know,
pictures
dude.
are nuts. Yeah, the pictures are nuts. I couldn't imagine. But they've been saying that for years. Like all it takes is just one wrong wind and the
Yeah,
whole city
they
would
have
light
been
up. I mean,
saying that
that's been
forever.
for years they've said that.
We're just getting lucky.
I think it fires like this every single year. It just never gets this bad.
Well, it does get that bad. It's just doesn't
not
hit
where
the
the-
high
where the
population
city is,
areas.
yeah.
I would venture to say this probably isn't even really that bad of a wildfire compared to what they usually get, but just the path that it took is probably the most fucked.
Yeah, that's insane. It was like 72,000 home policies were canceled by State Farm.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So like all
that's-
these people, like you not getting any money for your house,
especially
right now?
like the insurance companies, they already got the squeeze on them, dude. People are, shout out our boy Luigi. I'm not even a Luigi guy, but it's like I didn't even realize how fucked up insurance and healthcare is in general. And
Oh,
it's-
the insurance companies are like the dirtiest businesses in the world.
Yeah, it's insane.
They're fucking horrible.
Yeah, what was that statistic? Like even in the '08 like market collapse, there was not one insurance company that went bankrupt. Every
why
single-
would they, dude?
every
they can
single
find a reason
industry-
to cancel your shit. They don't
Yeah,
care.
good point. Every single industry had, an absurd amount of bankruptcies, but it was like the insurance industry.
Yeah.
There was not one.
It's the biggest scam in
bankruptcy.
the world, and you have to have it. It's against the law to not have it.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, it's like air, right? Like, it. Nah, I don't know where I was going with
Yeah, I
that.
don't know. what you're
That
about
was
either, dude.
embarrassing.
It's
He's been out of practice for 8
you don't
months,
think
leave
about
him
it until you're not getting any.
Mhm.
Oh my god, dude, I can't even imagine. Like your whole world is in that home, and you have that peace of mind of being like, well, I'm covered. We'll get the important stuff out, the things we can't get back, and then to find out your coverage was snipped like that, probably because some underwriting in the contract, and it's just terrible, and it's tough because it's like, with Luigi assassinating a CEO. That directly is not going to do anything. If anything, that just hurts a family.
Yeah,
But
it's just a
something
showing.
neat, like what could we even do to make it better as people? Like,
The problem with like what happened there and like killing a CEO, there's 5,000 guys that work for that company that are already gunning for that guy's job anyway. They have a replacement already.
Yeah, I think it was just more of a statement piece. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's
It's just like a
like
public awareness.
yeah, like
thing.
those political activists that'll like throw paint on the Mona Lisa.
oh, dude, that shit was getting me heated up, man. I'd be watching TikTok, and it'd be like, there was a huge run for a while, specifically in Europe, where like they were just tarnishing every old artifact they could fuck up, and like, dude, I'm kind of a history buff, like I'm obsessed with history, and like, oh, dude, I was getting mad, man. It really started to turn me transphobic watching those videos. Or like when people were gluing their hand to the basketball courts and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Oh my god,
man?
that's so funny. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like, you don't. I mean, I know you're just making a statement, but what are you really doing here?
Yeah, I never
Gluing
understood.
your hand?
Like, why are you gonna go sit in the middle of the fucking highway and ruin my day about it?
Yo, dude.
That
I
shit
didn't even
makes me.
think
That's
of
the
those.
that's the most angering one is when they sit in the middle of the fucking highway and then they like get mad that you run them over.
Dude, I know, like, it had to be Germany because it was white dudes that are scary. Like where they got that scary
Yeah.
look to them.
Russia.
And dude, there was these fucking Tootsie Rolls sitting there holding arms, and like fucking dude, this guy just comes in, starts clocking them, moving them over. I know that I wouldn't take the physical route, but I would definitely get upset and probably do something crazy because I just can't. If I was on my way to work, like Cody and I,
That's
were,
what I always think, dude. Is it's like, what if I'm on my way to work? You know how fucking annoying that is for me.
how do you tell your
we
boss?
actually know a lot of people that were affected by that, by the riots in Minneapolis.
Oh, really?
These marches that were going right down 35. Like, dude, that was thousands of people that were not able to go to work because they just were lining up on the highway.
Yeah, and it's like, what's your work's not gonna fucking cover you, dude.
No.
At least my job wouldn't.
Well,
we don't have PTO
I feel
or
like
anything
most
like
people
that.
would be like, all right, that's a fair excuse. Like, we're literally looking at your car on the
I just
news
mean like
right
you're
now.
not gonna get paid still. Like they
Yeah.
can't be mad at you, but you're not gonna make money. Like you're fucking
Yeah.
directly taking money out of my pocket. That's gonna fucking make me angry.
Yeah, good point. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you making me late for work?
Like I get that it's like a public showing thing, but at the same time, it's like you're not all the people you're trying to go after. You're not fucking their day up, dude.
Yeah, that's
You're
a good
fucking
point.
up everyone else's day,
Everyone
and you
else-
expect
just to
everyone
make
to
a
be like
statement.
happy about it.
Yeah, why don't we have everyone go in the insurance building and block all the entrances and exits to that one specific building?
Yeah, I like go into the insurance building and hit all the buttons on the elevator.
not block
That's
the
a good
highway.
protest, dude. I'd be all game for that. That doesn't fucking ruin my day.
That's a good
Like
point.
Buddy the Elephant, just all the buttons in the fucking Empire
yeah,
State Building.
these big sky rises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually be crazy. But yeah, don't block off the highway. What are you thinking? Should we block off 61 in Pine?
Dude, that would be so funny. if
That'd be the
three of
quickest.
us-
That's the quickest way you could ever get hit by a tractor, dude.
Yeah, they're not going to be putting up with that.
No.
No people around here are going to be like, all right, we'll wait.
dude.
Yeah,
we
dude,
had
you'd be on a Facebook group in like 30 seconds.
we had one protester during those protests
That's
in
right.
Pine, and there was at least 40 people that drove past them screaming shit. Like, if we tried to stop 61, dude, I can't even imagine what would happen to us.
That'd be, yeah, you're for sure getting almost hit. Right?
I think you got to do it.
They're swerving probably towards you.
But what's our cause? What's something that just fucking pisses you off right now?
Oh, a lot. I'm going to say,
I know one dude.
Arizona iced tea going above 99 cents.
What? Is
no,
that
dude,
real?
no, that's not real.
It's not real.
If it is, it's the place that you're buying it from. The Fat Electrician did a whole video on this. They've never changed their retail price ever. And if you have to buy it for more than 99 cents, it means that the gas station that they sold it to is knocking it. That's the reason that the price is going up.
Damn.
It's not Arizona, dude. Don't go after them. They're good people over there.
Okay.
Dude, I waved at the
Well, then we need to find a different cause.
the new homeless guy in town.
Yeah.
I drove just past him. He was right by the thrift store. I drove by, gave him a wave. No
Nothing.
wave back.
No, he actually doesn't want to be talked to. He wants to be completely unbothered. There was one of our friends. They brought a full meal to him. And we're like, hey, I thought maybe you would like this food. Absolutely not. I don't want anything from you. Turn him
dude.
down. I was like, damn. Okay.
I like that, dude. I
He's
like that
an
standing on
unorthodox
business.
homeless guy. He sleeps on the bench. It doesn't matter if it's negative 20 or 40 degrees. I mean, this guy's sleeping right outside of the office right here. He's sleeping on the bench.
You have to give credit for the dedication. Like I respect it.
Yeah, that
It
guy's
sucks.
way harder than me, dude.
And there's a homeless shelter, probably 30 yards from where I saw him.
Well, here's the problem with some of those homeless shelters that the people don't want to use them because a lot of those places you have to be sober. They make you blow.
Mhm.
Oh damn.
And if you blow anything, a lot of them are faith based. Like it'll be a religious deal. I don't know if this one is or not, but I know the one in Grand Forks was like, I knew a guy who was just sleeping on the street, and I was like, why don't you just go to this place? He's like, then I can't drink. Well, okay. All right.
Dude,
Starting to
Makes
see
sense,
some
dude.
underlying issues here, buddy.
so the homeless shelter right in Pine, there's an apartment complex right next to it.
Yeah.
And my buddy, so they built like this big ass patio for the homeless to chill in, and my buddy lives in that apartment complex. His fucking porch thing that comes off the side of the wall, whatever you might call it, with your fancy words.
Patio.
He if you just hang out there, dude, you're literally like hanging over the the patio for the homeless people. And so he's right there, and you can just hear him getting rowdy at night, fucking yelling.
Really?
Just yeah, dude.
Oh my
it's
God,
it's
like
the
yelling at
worst
each other?
thing. Yeah, dude, like just like getting in arguments on the phone and shit. And he
Jesus.
just has to deal with it. He's the closest person possible to them, and they're just right there.
Dude, we went to a winter storm on the East Coast a couple of years ago, and we stopped in Kentucky on the way out there. Spent the night in Kentucky, and the power was out in like most of the town besides this hotel we were staying in. So they're trucking people in from the homeless shelter to come stay at this hotel, and we're all like sitting out drinking in the lobby, hanging out. And they were like out front taking selfies with our cases of beer because they can't drink in the homeless shelter, so they like thought it was the coolest thing ever that they could take
Oh
a
my
picture
God.
with the case of beer.
Did you give him a couple beers?
Flex on their homies? No.
Oh.
No, my one of the guys I work with, there's very like contrasted characters in this story because like there's some like real religious guys, and then there's some guys that are just like tight ass and hard ass at the same time, like not gonna fucking give up anything to anyone. We're like, the one dude's like, we all just made, X amount of dollar, like ton of money, all on double time driving out here. Like we didn't do anything all day. You like, if you think everyone should like throw together like $20 and we can donate it to these homeless people, and then like the guy who makes the most money, anyone's like, fuck them, dude. I'm not fucking giving them a cent of my goddamn money. Oh, jeez.
Fucking have a heart,
Yeah.
brother.
Well, okay. I thought about this too. I was doing a drawing, filming a drawing at the casino the other day, and this guy that won this truck. So you when you win a truck in some of these big drawings, it's like you win $75,000 credit to go buy a vehicle at whatever dealership is doing the drawing, or $40,000 cash or whatever it is. And this
Damn.
guy that won, he was like mid 70s, and I was walking with him over to the truck to go take pictures with the one that's on the floor, and I was like, "What do you drive now?" And he's like tearing up because he's so happy that he won,
Mhm.
And in my head, I was like, "This is really cool. Like, it's rare that I come to these drawings and people seem like they deserve to win this,
Yeah.
And he's like, I drive an 03 Chevy Blazer with 300,000 miles on it. And I was like, damn, that's sweet. So you're due, And then I start to think like, damn, maybe the reason why he's driving a busted ass vehicle right now is because he's here too much.
Yeah.
And then I started to think like, damn. And I was telling some of the people there about this, and they're like, yeah, you can't like really think about it too deep because you will find reasons to not be happy. It's like just be happy for the guy and move on to the next one.
Oh, you know he took the cash.
No, he took the truck.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
What a
$75,000 credit. So you still got to pay the sales tax on the vehicle though.
Damn. So what if you? So it's just credit. You can't cash out that credit at all.
That's why you have the cash option.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck, that'd be
So it's
nice,
like 40
dude.
something thousand cash, or which you also have to pay tax on, or $75,000 credit to a new vehicle.
Dude, what would you take?
I'll probably take the truck. Because even if after you pay the sales tax, let's say on the high end, let's say it's a $75,000 truck, you're looking at probably 20 grand in tax, maybe a little more. You know, that's out of pocket. The truck is still worth, the second you drive it off the lot, 60 something, you know, at least. So you could still flip it, you know, and you'd still be making like 40 grand cash. So you might as well just take the cash option, honestly.
See, I don't know, man.
Unless you really need a truck.
I think I'm taking, the only reason is like, that's like free money. Like I have a truck that I pay monthly on. So if I take the truck option, not the cash, I'm basically giving myself an extra $1,000 a month because I'm not paying my fucking vehicle off anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. And if you trade something in, you take that, the amount of what your vehicle is worth, you take that out of the sales tax as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So you trade in something, and then
I'd be getting money.
You're lowering the total cost, so you pay less tax.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that is the way to go.
That sounds like a good problem to have, dude.
Yeah, it does, honestly.
Dude, I have never won shit from the casino, and I had the most luck I've ever had on New Year's. Me and my buddy, shout out Hable, we went and visited Cody because they had all this crazy shit going on at the casino, and we're just about to leave, and I was like, dude, I gotta hit the green machine, but I've never won on it. Like every time I'll put at least a 20 in it. I put a 20 in it, hit it once, 100 pops up, I cash out, bring her in, walk my ass out, dude.
Here's the problem. In order to win, you got to play a lot. And the odds are not in your favor.
Dude,
there's only... So, like, you play a lot, you're going to lose a lot. And the odds of you winning, they're so slim.
The only way you ever lose in gambling is if you give up.
Is if you stop.
Yeah. There's only two types of people, dude. There's fucking winners and quitters, okay? There's no losers.
Financial advice
Dude,
from Mitch.
That road gets so tough. It's like I'm a weird person when it comes to money. I'm very cheap, and so I don't get crazy in the casino. I don't get all fucked up. But I have a lot of friends that have insane gambling problems for the age we are now, and it's sickening, man. Like I'll be in there with a buddy that'll be up $2,000, and I know that doubled his net worth. And they still can't cash out.
Dude, I lose $40 and I'm sick to my stomach.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my God.
I have no
I cannot.
I have no entertainment with gambling anymore. Like I don't get any sort of rush out of it at all. Even if I win, I'm like, dude, this was not worth it to
I'm
me.
the same way. When I was like 18, it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. The only thing I'll do is play pull tabs, and that's because it's more of a social event than it is to like it's literally just something to do. And if we win money, then it's like, oh, we get free drinks, cool.
If you're strategic on the box, like it's not always the odds can be in your favor.
They
they
can be close to in your favor.
You get in there.
I don't think
right
you should
time.
ever think that you are gonna win at pull tabs. You should always go into it with the expectation to lose your money.
I was a couple summers ago. Shout out Cammie because I don't think I gave her enough thanks for this, but she would hit me up every time there was a hot box and she was working.
Man.
You're outing her right now.
Is that illegal?
It's not illegal. It's just frowned upon.
It was 7 years ago, okay? And
or more.
She would just hit me up, be like, "Hey, there's a hot box up here." And dude, every fucking time I would get a couple buddies so we could buy the fucker out, do the math. Dude, it was
that's definitely frowned upon.
Yeah, definitely frowned upon. 100%.
Fuck him, dude. I can even one of the times I brought Bean Boy and Scrat, and we each took home like $700 right before we got, because we had dumped like $900 in a piece to try to get to the end, and some guy walks up, old dude, he's like, "You guys mind if I throw a 20 in?" And we look
actually, yeah, we do.
Fuck no, like dude, I never have, because I get upset when people get box like protective of the box.
They get territorial.
Yeah, they're like, "I've been playing that for an hour." It's like, cool, dude, I just got here. And so that shit has always pissed me off. But when you're in the heat of it, man, I can see it. I understood it for the first fucking time.
The most I've ever lost on pull tabs was $200, and I was literally sick to my stomach. I wanted to cry. I was like, "Oh my God, why did I just do that?"
Yeah, I don't think I've ever put more than 200 in ever.
I mean,
I've done
other
that.
than that,
I've
200.
done 200 probably a few times, but I've never done more than that.
My second highest loss was probably 40 or 60. I mean, like, I don't ever spend that kind of money on pull tabs.
Dude, I
And
remember
this was years ago. But
when I was 18, my grandma gave me $100 for my birthday, and I went straight to the gas station and I spent it all on scratch offs.
serious? Oh, you're in your head. You're like, this is an investment.
Dude, I'm like, I'm gonna
opportunity.
fucking make more than that 100, and I get to do scratch offs legally for the first time. I won like $6, dude.
No way.
It was like a good first
Oh.
experience at them though, because I can count on one hand how many I've scratched since, you know.
Oh my God, that actually reminds me. When I was a kid, I bought one of those fake scratch offs that said that you win like 50
Yeah.
grand or whatever, and I gave it to, I want to say it was my aunt for Christmas, and she lost her shit. She scratches it off. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! She's running around. She's screaming. And before I get to say like, ha ha ha, it was fake, she's already on the phone calling people.
Oh,
Did the
no,
humility
dude.
start setting in where you're like, you almost feel bad? Like,
She was pissed. She was pissed. And I was like, hey, that was fake. Read the back. And she was so mad.
Dude, that's
She
such
thought
a
she hit it
fucked up
big,
joke.
dude. Oh my God, I felt bad
That
about
would
it.
ruin me, dude. It would absolutely ruin me.
It was bad. It was
oh,
bad.
and I would be that. I would take it so bad too, where I like, fuck you, fuck everybody.
Ruined family Christmas
Yeah.
over
Probably
it.
get so embarrassed I tear up a little bit. I would make a scene, dude.
I'd have
it's-
to come up with 50 grand for her.
Dude, it's tough. Like when somebody pulls a prank on me, either I find it the funniest thing in the whole world, or I do not handle it.
I usually
well.
don't take it well.
And it's tough because I love fucking with people. So when you do that, you have to take them on the chin.
Yeah.
You have to accept that I'm open to these jokes too. But god damn it, I don't handle it well sometimes.
Dude,
It's
have you
so
ever got
embarrassing.
have you ever got re-pranked on a prank? That's the worst feeling. in the
No,
world,
I'd
dude.
love you to
Oh
elaborate.
man, dude! One time, so we were staying on the road, and we stole this kid's mattress. We pulled his mattress off of his bed, put it in one of our rooms, put like the covers back on it, so it looked like there was a bed. It was just shorter, and he like got in his room, just fucking pissed off, bitch, and he's like, "There's no fucking mattress, duh!" Like angry as fuck, and we're like out at dinner, and I'm like giving it to him, like really, really laying it on like how bad it sucks that he doesn't have a bed. I get back to the hotel and my bed's gone. I'm like, dude, this is the worst night of my life. Now I'm drunk and I just bullied you for 3 hours about it.
Oh my
and the
God.
whole time he knows that I don't have a bed in my fucking room, dude. That's the worst
Oh,
feeling in
that's
the world.
funny.
Did you quarterback the original mattress removal?
Yeah.
So they went right. They're like,
Yeah,
it was
they went
Mitch's
right to the
idea. Let's
source,
get
yeah.
him.
I still don't know how they did it. They got it out of my room before we went to dinner somehow. So they just knew the
Those
whole time
bastards.
as I was just feeding it to him. Like,
And the whole time they were like, this dumbass.
yeah, for hours.
Did
dude.
you suck up your pride and just lay on the box spring, or did you track
No,
it
dude,
down?
I went and fucking got a key for their room and busted in there and fucking raw as hell, dude.
How do you get a key for their room?
Oh, you just go down in the front desk and lie about your name, dude. They're
yeah.
stupid. They don't know anything.
That's so funny. We were in Mexico and
You gave them too many ideas now, dude.
we were in Mexico, me, Tyler, and Tucker for Tucker's sister's wedding. Tyler was sleeping. He's taking a nap during the middle of the day. We'd all got hammered in the morning. And I go down to the front desk and tell him that I'm Tyler Blazek.
Yeah.
And I get into his room and he's still sleeping. And Tucker and I hide in his closet until he wakes up.
Oh my God, dude.
Until he wakes up, we start making noises and rattling the wall, you know. He wakes up and he's walking around and we jump out, scare him, and he freaks out and he's chasing us. I climb up on the balcony, climb up on the roof of the hotel. And like in Mexico, it's all clay tile shingles, you know.
Yeah.
So like as I'm running across the roof, Tyler, doof, 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 doof. He's just smashing these clay tiles, they're sliding
my
off of the
God.
roof of the hotel as he's chasing me, you know. Catch a fire exit, go down, whatever. He never caught me, but
Jeez.
that was funny.
Sounds like a movie scene, dude.
Bro,
It
I
felt
would-
like a movie scene.
I would be so mad, dude. I'd probably be naked, dude, because I only sleep
He was in his
naked.
boxers. He was in his boxers
Running
chasing
across
after
the
me
roof.
off the roof of the hotel.
That's so funny,
Oh, that's
dude.
almost crazier than when Mitch shit his pants and flushed it down the toilet.
Oh my God, dude. We're still doing this bit. There's no bit that I want
know-
to die more, dude.
I'm sorry. I do want to say, Cody and I were talking about that trip just a couple weeks ago, and we were just thinking, like, how the fuck was there even how did we even consider him for a second? Like, that's
Yeah, how
kind of
do you-
fucked up, dude.
How are you guys ever gonna put me in that spot, dude? First of all, if I shit my pants, I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. Like, I think that's funnier than you do. If I shit my own pants, that's comedy to me,
It is a good joke.
dude. Everyone's allowed one pants shit per year as an adult.
Yeah,
For sure.
I would
It's
agree with
perfectly
that.
fine. There's
Yeah, I would
nothing
agree
wrong
with
with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out Cody Ray.
Shout out Cody Ray.
The true pants.
The legend, the legend himself.
The pit bull, or what is his calling
Workhorse.
card? Workhorse.
He's a pit
bull.
horse, dude. Half pit bull, half workhorse.
Fucking A, boys. All right.
Damn,
what do you think,
dude,
What
I
do you
just-
think we go wrap this thing up? I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Did I just smash so much Taco Bell before I got here?
You
I'm gonna go take a
bastard.
nap.
I'm gonna go get something that gives me diarrhea. We'll see you next week.
Hell yeah, boys.